Hey, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why I'm not in a relationship or want to date. There's different types of people, and just starting off, why I'm not dating right now is because I want to find out who I am before finding someone and like confusing them or something, and I don't really want to confuse anyone. So right now, why I'm not dating is because I am in a certain place in my life where I'm kind of trying to feel comfortable in my own skin, and I'm trying to get certain things done that I want done before getting into a relationship. Yes, I'm gonna be 27 in maybe 3 weeks, and it makes me nervous, really nervous. I see a bunch of people at the gym and throughout the state and stuff, and even in like Massachusetts, that I really would date, and that I like and stuff, but I just, it's kind of like an asexual kind of thing, but not really. Like, I do look at people and be like, wow, I am attracted to, but it takes them like this fast to be like, oh my gosh, you're really attractive, I really like you, blah blah blah. And then me, I'm like, get back to me in like 6 months, and then I would be, oh, you're kind of cute, kind of like you. But I don't want the kind of cute or I kind of like you. I want someone in the future that accepts me for me and I accept them for them, and we somehow look at each other and be like, holy crap, how did this come to be? That's the kind of thing that I'm like wanting and waiting for. But right now, once in a while I do get the little, oh, are you dating anyone? And it's usually a line, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Are you dating anyone? Those are the two that I used to get so much from my mom's friends, and I just stopped answering. I would just change the subject fully. I would be like, oh, how is this? How's your family? And that's what, like, I would totally avoid, absolutely avoid conversations like that, because they knew something was up. And when someone asked about the family or friends about me dating someone, I just said, it's complicated. And there was a couple of guys, one throughout like high school and early 20s, that I was friends with. And don't ever take anyone's advice on friends with benefits kind of deal. It's absolutely stupid, and it's dangerous, because you don't really have like a love for each other. It's kind of like a friend kind of relationship kind of thing. So always be safe when doing friends with benefits kind of thing. And if you actually really like the person, don't do it, because the other person might not even like you really at all, and they just want to use you. And that goes into the second person. I knew this guy for quite a few years. Like, I was first working at a restaurant with him, and I've done videos talking, and I'm not gonna name either of these people, but this guy, I wasn't even attracted to him. He was just a punk teenager that basically came in on his days off, and he would just mess around. And there was one time he came in and he's like, I have a broken arm. I'm like, what did you do? He said, I punched a wall. And I'm like, And then I went to his house last summer, And it was the day after I got back from Canada, and I was so exhausted. Like, I was so tired. Like, I barely even had 24 hours to get myself unpacked or anything like that and cleaned up, because I was gross. I was gross. 2 weeks with really no baths or showers or anything. Swimming, yes, but like cleaning yourself properly, 2 weeks, it was gross. But I absolutely love summers and getting out and doing crazy things. But yeah, why do you go into relationships? Do you want to explore yourself and explore someone else? Certain people want to do that. For me, I feel like I want to explore myself, but I also want to find someone that also has the same interests as me. So say, I love taking photos, I love filming, I love making music, I love writing songs, I love taking care of kids, I love dogs so much. Like, I'm obsessed with dogs. I also really love people when they talk about things they're nervous on talking about. And there's a few other things I absolutely love, like seriously love about certain people. When someone has like something that's been going on throughout their childhood, and at like 19 or 20 or something, they're trying to figure out how to like grasp it and work with it and stuff. For me, there's certain people that I can open up to, and like I have some coworkers, the one that's actually a therapist, and yesterday we got talking and I was supposed to actually be working, and she was walking in and out of the kitchen and doing some work for herself, for her clients, and I was doing work for me. And we were working and talking and stuff, and she turned to me and is like, "You're really unhappy, what's going on?" And I'm like, "I've hated it since the day that it came." And I'm not gonna say what it is, but if you understand what I'm saying, you understand. And I kind of got like emotional right after she said that. But I didn't cry or anything. I just could not cry because I had 4 hours of work to do, kind of 4.5 hours, at my client's house to do some work. And I was like, I'm gonna wait till she's gone to go do some work. And I was like, no, I'm not even gonna. But I wasn't feeling well. I had a fever yesterday, and I hate it when I get fevers and I don't feel well, because it slows me down with work and stuff, and I have to go to work no matter if I'm sick or not. And some days, there are days where depression hides me completely in this room, and I don't want to leave. And with anxiety and depression, those are two other things that hold me back from actually getting into relationships. I'm sorry, the lighting is so weird. There's a light bulb on the ceiling that's about to go. I don't have any light bulbs. But anxiety, like, it really holds me back from actually exploring and going out and trying to go to like some vegan food luck thing to find someone, or go to a pride parade, or go to a coffee shop that's meant for gay hipsters. If you know any gay hipster coffee shops in Portland, Maine, let me know. Because I I don't drink coffee. I've gone 21 days without soda or caffeine products, or yeah. So I'm really, my dad said, do you feel any different? And I'm like, I actually do feel different. Like, I feel kind of cleaner. I just ate 3 cupcakes for breakfast and 1.5 cupcakes for lunch with sushi and stuff, but it was all vegan and gluten-free and stuff. So the veggie burger wasn't. But what I'm saying is, I'm getting off topic. Anxiety is holding me back from exploring the outside world and going somewhere and saying, hey, I want to meet up with a couple of people. And what I am going to be doing soon, next video, you guys are going to be really liking this one. But I am going to do a couple of really cool things really soon, so keep your eyes out on that. So anxiety holds me back. I get anxious and nervous, and I'm like, okay, not gonna do it today. When I feel comfortable, I'll go do it. I haven't actually gone out and done anything since like last summer to any shows, and I just went out to see one of my friends do a little music thing at a restaurant, and I saw another friend there with his parents, and it was so good to see his mom, because my friend's mom, because I haven't seen her in like, oh my gosh, almost 7 years. Wow, it was basically 6 years when I saw her. 6 years. That's ridiculous. And even then I was so anxious, because I was like, I want to be home, I want to be resting. It's late, 6:30 at night. It wasn't late, but for me, like, when I work from 8:30 in the morning to 5 o'clock at night, sometimes 6 o'clock. Right now I've been working pretty long hours. Yesterday I was pounding it. And that's another thing, like, when I go to the gym or something, I see someone and be like, oh my gosh, that guy is really freaking hot. Look at that body. I just want to grab that ass. I'm sorry for that word, but still, there's a few guys that I went to school with, and there's one, we are totally different ends. Like, we will stand next to each other, but there's no looking at each other. We have to be like back to back, because there's no way for me talking to him. And same with him. Like, he will not talk to me. If we were the only ones in the gym, we would still ignore each other. It's just, I never said anything mean about him, and he never said anything mean about me, but we have our differences. And we both have, like, we look at certain girls that are really freaking cute. Like, I'm not attracted to girls. I just look at someone and be like, hey, this girl's really cute. How can I make him jealous? And this dude right here, go to that girl. Last summer, it was funny. I made him jealous. He got angry. And we like bounced around. He was like, I'm giving up. It was like one of the workers at the gym, and she was cute. And he kept on eyeballing her. And I was like, I'm gonna go over and actually talk to her. Talking to a girl, wow. And I was asking her about a couple of things. But when it comes to depression, I get very sad about certain things. And usually winter time's the hardest time, because it gets cold. I can't go outside in my normal outfit. I can't suntan and get totally tan and burned. I can't swim in the ocean. I just get really sad on some other things. This month, 2 years ago, my Grammy passed away, and I just get really sad during the month of January. And even around Christmas time, I get really sad too. So if you ever see me on Instagram or all my videos and it's around the beginning of January, know that why I'm sad is because of where her cancer took her. And she had a rare form of leukemia, so I get really nervous with the topic of cancer and stuff. And cancer's throughout my family, so I'm trying my best on staying organic as possible and vegan. And yes, I keep saying that I'm not 100% vegan anymore, but I try to be as clean eating as I possibly can. Donuts and cupcakes for breakfast is not healthy. Don't do it. Unless you're like waking up at noon. Then it's fine. And also dysphoria. I will not seriously go into a relationship without having some sort of like written contract down. So yeah, there's that. They're like, you can't touch this body part, you can't talk about this body part, you can't talk about this without having a code word for this, you can't do these gestures. Like, this is a big no. It's a no, no, no. Plus talking about pronouns and stuff, just say they, them. It's the best. And I am trying to get more people to say they, them pronouns more, and it's difficult. Like my dad, he says they, them sometimes. It's something that you don't think. Like, oh, they're happy. And you're like, there's only one person there. Where's the other person? It's like that. Like, so, yeah. Another thing is, I won't go fully into a relationship till I actually am on testosterone, because right now I'm on maca pills. I'm still doing that. I'm DHEA. I'm taking vitamin C and vitamin D. Vitamin D is actually for my depression, and it's working well. I'm like, I haven't had a nervous breakdown in like 3 days. Okay. I had a nervous breakdown on the day that my Grammy passed. But, or no, it was like a week after. It just hit me, and I was like, I can't breathe. Like, my brother was asleep, and it was late at night, and I saw something on Degrassi, and it just made me very, very emotional. And I just broke down. So yeah, wasn't totally clear on all of that. Sorry this was long. Then again, not really sorry. So I am going to go load you and probably lay down on the floor, listen to a little bit of Dopamine, Borns. This is an awesome CD. I don't even know if you can see it. It says Dopamine. It's from Borns. It's a really good CD. Some people won't like it because his voice is very high and very romantic, kind of sway, poppy, lovey-dovey songs. And I like it because it's good songs to me. So I'm gonna listen to that, lay on the floor, upload this. Sorry that this was taking forever. Then again, not sorry. And my new saying is just jump in, unless you're scared of heights. Just still jump in. Just jump in. Bye. I'm gonna start jumping in soon. Probably summer, late spring. Jumping into trying to dabble into the relationship kind of thing. But not right now. I am trying to figure out me still. Bye. I got a rainbow on my camera here. It's gorgeous.